totally committed to excellence.
Hello, jss3 students. You are all welcome to today's online English language class. I hope you are having a nice day right there at home. And today we're going to look at a very important topic, which is the various types of composition. Various types of composition. So the question is, what is a composition? A composition is another word for writing. Is that clear? It means the act of writing on any topic. So in English language, you'll be given topics and you'll be asked to write on them. Okay? Remember that. And you're expected to write not less than particular word. For instance, not less than 350 words. That means you can write more than that. Now, we have different types of composition in English language. Number one here is narrative composition. Narrative composition. Number two is descriptive composition. Number three is expository composition. While number four is argumentative composition. Now we're going to look at them one after the other. Begin for the first one, which is narrative composition. So the question is, what is a narrative composition? A narrative composition tells a story or an incident. Take it again. A narrative composition tells a story or an incident. I mean, it comes from the word to narrate. Of course, it means to tell a story. Narrate something that has happened already, that has happened in the past. So in this kind of composition, you use past tense. Why? Because it gives information, experience, or thoughts about the past. So under this type of composition, you are writing about something that has already taken place, not something that will happen in the future. Is that clear? For instance, number one, a day I will never forget. That means something has already happened. That has already taken place. A day I will never forget. What about two? An accident I witnessed. An accident I witnessed. So these are some of the good examples or topics you will see under narrative essay. Number two type of composition also is called descriptive composition. Descriptive composition. So what do you mean by descriptive composition? It means to paint a picture of a person or a thing. In fact, it comes from the word to describe that person or that thing. Paint a picture in such a way that when I'm listening to you, I can imagine that thing. I can imagine that person, or I can imagine that place. Even though I've not seen that person before, or I've not been to that place before, or I've not seen that thing before. So you use adjectives under this type of composition to paint a picture of a person or of a thing or of a place. Examples are my role model. My role model. So you start my role model as a topic. My role model is. So you write the person's name and try to describe that person. Beginning from his or her head to her toe, his or her character, the achievement he or she must have made before, both the advantage, disadvantage of that particular place or thing, as the case might be. So you are going to describe under this type of composition. Or my best teacher. My best teacher. Say, for instance, my best teacher is Mr. or Mrs. so and so. So who is this person? Beginning from the origin, okay? You describe this person. Whether male or female, describe the physical features, the educational background. You go deep and you paint a picture of that particular person. Don't forget, it's not only about person. You can also describe a place. It can be my school compound, okay, so on and so forth. All right, remember that. Now, another type of composition is expository composition. Expository composition. In fact, it comes from the word expose. It means to reveal something that reader, that examiner never knew before. For instance, I look at what I wrote here. I said it reveals or explains something that is not very known to the reader. So you are revealing it you are explaining it. You are going to detail in this composition. Okay, so you are going to use some technical terms and you explain those technical terms. For instance, the topic dangers of drug abuse in our society. You have to define what drug abuse is, first of all. You have to define it. Who are those persons that are likely to abuse these drugs? What are different types of drug abuse? Then now look at the dangers. You can be mention the types of drugs that are most commonly abused by the people in a society. Or number two, indiscipline. Indiscipline among our youth. Indiscipline among our youth. So you are going to expose the right things on it. Another example can be how a computer works. How a computer works. So in this one, use technical terms. Okay, for example, use the word boot. So you boot computer, you have to explain what booting means when you say to boot a computer. Is that clear? Now we move on to another type of composition, which is the argumentative composition. Now what's the meaning? This one writes in support or against a particular topic. In fact, it's what you all know as debates. Whereby a given a topic is given, then we have two sets, okay, of group debating, arguing, or supporting that topic. The topic can be, for instance here, education is the best literacy parents can give a child. So we have a group saying yes, that is true, and that group is saying no, that is not true. Or it can be celebrities should not be role model. So these are topics of debate that students can argue on under argumentative composition. I hope you can still remember how to introduce yourself under argumentative composition. All right? Then, what are the features of composition? Notice we are likely to see as English teachers, even as students. Now you must write. The first thing is title. All composition, be it narrative, expository, argumentative, or what, you must have what? A title. A title must be written. That title has its own mark. So never you start a composition without a title. For instance, a day I will never forget. That can be the title. You write it here and you underline. Actually, if when it is written in small letters. Number two is introduction. Introduction. Now, when I say introduction here, most students, what they do, they just say, after writing the title, the next thing you will see, my name is Osaon. I am a student of... No. We don't need that here. That is not introduction. Why don't do recitation here? For instance, maybe the topic is my role model. That is the title. That is the topic. You start. My role model is... Then you mention the person's name. Maybe it can be Cristiano Ronaldo. Where is he from? He is from Portugal. He is a footballer that applies straight. Then you use that called what? Introduction. Okay? Don't start your introduction by saying, my name is this. I'm a student of Divine Wisdom International School. I'm in jss3. That is already OP. No point. In fact, it's waste of pen. Okay? So you introduce the topic. My favorite food is this. For instance, rice and beans, as the case might be. That should be your introduction. Is that clear? Number three is the body. After introduction, you now what? Develop on the topic. Okay? My role model. You start talking about the features, the physical character, the physical features of the person, the attitude. Why is he or she your role model? Then number four is conclusion. Okay? For instance, if it's about your favorite food, your best food, you write, okay, why is that food your best food? Okay? You don't conclude by writing your name, or no, you don't do that. But if it's a debate, of course, you know how to conclude. The one that is common is, I hope I'm here, I've been able to convince and not to confuse you that so on and so as the topic might be. Okay? That's another thing. So take note of that. In fact, that argumentative composition has a different way of writing that kind of composition. Okay? Now we have come to the end of today's topic. But on your screen there, you can see an assignment. It says, write out a topic. A student can write under the following types of composition. Now, when I explain all the composition, I gave you examples. The likely topic you are going to see, for instance, other narrative. Now, listen, I don't want you to repeat the same topic I wrote. So, write your own topic under narrative. Right? Just one topic you are likely to see that your English teacher will likely to ask you, either under narrative or under descriptive, expository, and argumentative composition. All right, so we have come to the end of today's class. I hope you had a nice day. Join me next time. Until then, my name still remains Mr. Emmanuel, and we are in for God's mercy in the year 2024.